So kapuska is a traditional Turkish cabbage dish. Traditionally it's mostly made with meat, but I prefer not to make it with meat. So this is the alternate version. So once you just put some oil into your pot, just add the onions and give it a little stir. So for the Kiwi Aid, just go ahead and squeeze some lemon juice and then add a couple tablespoons of sugar of your choice, or you can also do sweetener, but I prefer to do it just naturally with sugar. So I use organic cane sugar for this one, and just give it a stir, and then put the lid up and put it in your fridge. So back to the kapuska. So after adding the cabbage on top of the onions, I basically just added tomato paste to it and then gave them a good stir again. After that, I added some spices, so usually garlic powder, onion powder, some pepper, some salt. Like, you can honestly add anything that you feel like adding to it. It soaks it up really well. And then after giving it a stir again, I just added some boiling hot water and then just close the lid and let it stay. So for the beet and the artichoke, I usually like to just roast them in the oven. So they go into the oven in 375 degrees with a little avocado oil. On to the carrot and zucchini. First gonna just put all the veggies into the pot again, and then just let them kind of soften up and really cook thoroughly. So I just added some hot water to it. I want them to be as dry as possible, so I just let all the juice out as much as I can after they're done. So for the fresh homemade strawberry jam, just put your strawberries again into a pot. So moving on to baking my savory zucchini muffins. So add all the dry ingredients first into a bowl and give them a good stir. You can honestly add any spice that you want again, or any type of chia seed, flaxseed. It's up to you. It's your canvas, go crazy with it. So after adding all the dry ingredients and give them a good stir, I start adding the liquid ingredients. So I start with the eggs and then a little drizzle of oil. I use avocado for this one, and then water. You can honestly use milk too, but I just want to make it as clean as possible. Then give them a stir again. My final touch, I decided to add some hemp seeds. And once you have a liquid mixture, just go ahead and add the zucchini and the red peppers. I really love black cumin seeds, so I decided to top off my muffins with some sesame seeds and then some black cumin. So once your strawberries start to boil and release their water, it's actually good to go. So it's up to you if you want to mash them or keep them as big chunks. I kind of did it somewhere in between. After that, while you set it to cool down, just squeeze some fresh lemon juice. If you really want more sweetness, I prefer the own sweetness of strawberries. You can just add honey into it or maple syrup, both works really well, but I prefer honey. For this one, I just opted out. And then after squeezing the lemon juice, I just add chia seeds. So I'm gonna add some lactose-free plain yogurt, some mayonnaise, but you can obviously use mayo, some walnuts, and then some garlic cloves. So once your veggies are cooled down, just combine all the ingredients in a bowl and give it a good stir, and then you're done. I do like to eat this dish cold, so I usually store it in the fridge before I serve it or just like eat it, and you can keep it in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days. The strawberry jam, usually you can keep it in the fridge about a week to 10 days, but I suggest eating definitely in a week if it stays.